my end of the year holiday message from Liza Eintema, the founder and president of Dance Data Project. I've got my hiking companion Maisie with me here, who some of you probably have met during our Zoom calls. I just wanted to say thank you for a remarkable year, despite the fact that it's been, pretty much of a disaster start to finish for the performing arts world. Dance Data Project has managed to carry on and pivot, mostly with the help of our supporters, our team, all the wonderful artists that have contributed. So thank you so much. We're hoping for a better 2021.
I always say that when I hear different pieces of music, I could be listening to the radio, it could be something on television. Like, that's where the inspiration comes from for me. It's music first, and then it's a concept. So I'm not always choreographing in my head, but I'm always wanting to hear what's that next piece of music that sparks my ear and then sparks the vision.
If an artist is not entitled to talk, to use his voice, then what are we doing here? And I think that is my biggest fight. Actually, it is a fight with some more traditionalist areas of the ballet world. I understand tradition. I love tradition. I am a real researcher. I've done, a whole doctorate around history of ballet. I love it, but I love it without revering it and without being afraid of changing it. Because when you actually really look back, ballet is about change. It's about constant reinvention. That's what we are. We are some of the most reinventing and creative artists in the world. And the point is that you ought to give that knowledge to the new generation and then set them free so that they take it forward.
Work that organizations do has to be specific to their demographics, their budget, the communities they serve, and their specific organizational culture, right? So that's where I get down maybe in the granular level of what good work looks like. And for me, shifts don't have to be huge, right? There can be small shifts in procedures or behavior that sort of start a cascade of other changes. There are different things that companies can be doing that aren't necessarily the big bang outward facing things. It's more human shifts.
Hi, this is Isabel Vale. I am Dance Data Project's Director of Research, and I'm here in North Carolina. Just thinking back on all of our accomplishments in 2020, we found that 72% of all works in the 2019-2020 season were choreographed by men. Those numbers aren't great, but they are an improvement from previous years. And we also see that in the breakdown, women are choreographing 45% of world premieres, which is a pretty equitable number. And it indicates to us that artistic directors are considering women when they're bringing in new works. So when they're repeating works, they might bring in more men because men have choreographed the majority of works in the past. But the new choreographers that they're bringing in are often women. Keep in mind, however, that in non-main stage world premieres, women have choreographed 51%. So slight majority there indicates to us that when women are being brought in, it's for the safer, less risky, non-main stage in-studio works. We do hope to see more than 2 full-length world premieres by women in 2021, but only time will tell.
Dance. I joined DDP in July of 2020 and have had the incredible experience working with this small but mighty team that is making such an impact in the ballet and dance world. Highlight for me has been working with an EGAL consulting project. We were able to work with Megan, Bing, and Jimmy on a special project. They are students getting their MBA from the Haas School of Business at the University of California, Berkeley. One thing they taught me amongst many is the term glass escalator, which refers to how men are fast-tracked into leadership positions in a predominantly female profession, which we know happens in a lot of areas and especially in dance. The other wonderful thing that happened with me, a highlight for 2020 and even during this terrible pandemic, was being able to work remotely here in beautiful Florida. I know with Dance Data Project, we have an incredible year lined up for 2021, and the future's so bright, I gotta wear shades.
I love working for DDP because the team is so supportive. Even as everyone's working towards achieving our collective goal of informing equity, there's still a lot of effort put towards achieving like personal goals and helping others get to where they want to go. Checking in, keeping you in the loop, and seeing how you're doing. And that meant a lot to me this year. I found the most meaning in the 2020-2021 data set verification that I had to do, because it really forced me to like sit down and look around me and see that even in a time where there were a lot of unknowns, companies were responding with what they do know, which is how to dance and make art and make people feel things. And it kind of inspired me to do the same in my own life. And all I'm hoping for in 2021 is to just continue to gain knowledge from DDP and from elsewhere, and then find better ways to share it and spread what I know, so that we can all just have a better future.
I'd say my favorite project I worked on was the Minding the Gender Pay Gap page that's on our website currently. I worked on it for Equal Pay Day and the campaign that went alongside that. But I really love kind of seeing my work highlighted on the website, and it was, you know, really important to, I think, the team and to me to be able to, you know, generally highlight the major pay gap that still exists for women, between women and men, and how it disproportionately affects women of color.
I'm DDP's archivist and social media manager. I started working for DDP in 2020, and it was a hard year for the performing arts, but I really enjoyed working with the DDP team and advocating for women in the arts during this challenging time. My favorite project that I worked on was the Connecting the Dots, Yes, This is an Art Story campaign, which is housed on our website and social media. And it's an ongoing campaign that looks at the plight of women, as well as the adverse effects of the pandemic on the performing arts industry. We saw over 800,000 women leave the workforce in September of 2020, and at the same time we were seeing an estimated 50% of performing arts jobs lost, as well as 25% of sales. And in an effort to converge the two stories and look at the plight of women in the arts, we brought together reporting, research, and a lot of social media podcasts and content to be able to tell that story and to advocate for women in the arts.
Hi, my name is Maggie Fouché, and I just joined Dance Data Project at the end of 2020. I first met Liza through an introduction by a mutual friend, and I was so impressed with meeting her, and then after that, meeting the other members of the team, virtually, of course, because nothing is done in person these days. But it's energizing to be with such a vibrant, intelligent, energetic group of people that are dedicated to making some positive changes in the field. And I'm really, really glad to be part of that. I am looking forward to 2021. It's a chance for a new change, and it's a chance for us to get some real positive things happening. Dance Data Project has got a lot of great ideas, great projects, great collaborations happening in 2021. It just makes me excited to think about what we're going to be doing through the year and into the future.